the garage, home of the world famous worldwide mechanics. I'm your lead mechanic, Mr. Meg. The garage is now officially open for business. Go and get your coveralls, get your tool belt. Let's get this thing on the rack and see where we at. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the likes, hit the share so people know how we do it around here. I didn't come in here for a long time. Just came in here for a good time. Fresh off of a really, really dope meeting. And on my way to another one, still got that barbershop line, which is crazy. Folks, this ain't got much to do with nothing, but real talk. You see the title of this episode? Cole can't win. He can't win. It's I've been looking at this entire situation as kind of a case study to see if there was a way that Cole could win people over who may have been on the fence about him, who, weren't actually convinced one way or the other about his character, about it. It's this he's become one of the most polarizing people I've ever seen in hip hop. Like, I don't remember somebody having like no one on the fence. Talk about either love or hate. It's crazy. It is insane the way they're getting at this dude. Every interview feeds into one narrative or the other, either the positive one or the negative one. No, hear where I'm coming from. He is winning. I'm not saying I'm not. I just said he can't win. Hear the whole thing. I'm not telling you he's going down in flames or he's gonna flop out. He's getting canceled or any of that. But when I say he can't win, I mean the people who don't like him, he's never gonna win over. I always look at artists as there's some duality in it. It could go either way. We're not really sure how this is gonna fold out and unfold is the word I'm looking for. And with most artists, people that like him. People that don't like him don't check for him, or they pull up to hate. And there's a decent amount of people on the fence who can be swayed in either direction. No one on the fence is being swayed in either direction. It is all either completely I don't care, I love him 100%, and he's not wrong, or he backed out of that battle. I don't want to hear nothing. It's crazy. I've yet to come across a more polarizing figure than J. Cole. He can't win anyone over one way or the other. Like, the people who don't like him, they refuse to see anything positive. The 7 p.m. and Brooklyn interview didn't win him anymore. It didn't lose him anything, but it definitely didn't win him any more fans. It's really nuts. It's really nuts. You like Cole, you've been everything he's done, ain't that serious. You dislike Cole, ever since he backed out of that battle, it's over for him. No matter what he says. And I gotta tell, I've never seen something like this. Now, thankfully, his career is going to be exactly what it is. He's going to ride off into the sunset. He's coming back. Like, it's not over. We're going to get more music from him. I don't know why he even put this album out claiming it's his last. Maybe that's how he felt at the time, and he's rolling with that. But we're definitely getting more music from him. But again, the polarization of J. Cole just needs to be studied. I've been checking for MCs for decades. I've either seen the majority of people love him, a couple people dislike him, but they avoid. The majority of people hate him. A few people, are contrarians. They go against the grain, so they're gonna say the opposite. And the people who are indifferent, you don't hear from. In his case, Nothing he does seems to move the needle in either direction. He doesn't lose fans, he doesn't gain fans. Like, I see people on his team, but they're not really J. Cole fans. Follow me on this. They're not J. Cole fans so much as they are anti hip hop establishment of any kind. They're just kind of contrarians to the rules. They hate the fact that Cole is being crucified for backing out of the battle. They want that to be seen as like this enlightened, he's better than this, and why can't he be mature? And they want to brand it with that label. Like they don't want it to be seen as something negative that he did. So they're just riding for him off the strength of that. They don't even know his music that tough. They can't name you too many records. They maybe know a few singles, but a deep dive into the albums and the projects and the body of work and the lyricism and his claims, there's none of that. They're really just proponents of handling the battle the way he did. So they ride for him, but they're not, you start talking about the music, they're not really here for it. They're just kind of anti that stance. So it becomes the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So they're on his side off the strength of that. His fans, his diehard fans, they're not budging. They're not budging. They've been rocking with him since, and whatever it is he's doing now, they've witnessed his growth, they've witnessed his evolution. For him, Cole is like a close cousin. And even if they got a problem with family, they ain't gonna say it in front of you. They're gonna have that argument in the house. They ain't gonna have it in front of you. They ain't gonna have it out here where all these motherfuckers can see it. That's a dub. That's a smooth dub. Ain't gonna be none of that. So whatever issue they got. And then there's the other side of the coin. There are the people who never liked him. They're the people who call him boring. They're the people who are not excited by lyricism. They none of that is happening for them. Nothing he ever did turn their heads. These people have all the ammunition in the world because they're now joined by the folks who hate the fact that Cole bragged about being the best and then pulled out of a battle with another high level MC. There are those folks who have never really been Cole fans, just like the other side. They've never really been Cole fans, but they despise the fact that he backed out of that battle. They are never gonna let him live that down. So now they're loud just off the strength of that. They question everything about him. Not forget except his music. They question everything except his music. It's all character, it's all heart. Like they question his soul. He ain't got no heart. He's a coward. He's this. He's that, and the third. They're getting at him. They may not know his music, but they can't stand the fact that he, in their opinion, threw a stone and then apologized for it. They can't stand that. They hate that fundamental break in the hip hop philosophy, especially knowing that Cole has always walked around telling everybody that anybody can get it and he's the one to deliver. And the first chance he got, he folded. They can't stand that. Add to the fact that now he went on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn and gave a very, very reasonable, logical explanation as to why he's not the best MC in the world, which is the polar opposite of everything he's ever rapped, period. It goes against every sentiment he's ever given his fans. Now he's saying he's not the best MC in the world. With great reason. And this is not a shot at his skills, but if you listen to his explanation, Black Thought might walk in there and give me 80. Lupe might go in there and give me 80, but no one with confidence. And I'm not saying Cole is not confident, but even we're not used to hearing MCs talk like that. It's realistic, it's logical, I get it. But I gotta tell you, even me, if even Michael Jordan got, lost the game, got dunked on, didn't make him any less great than he was. Doesn't mean he's not the GOAT. You dig what I mean? Like you see, Black Thought might come in there and give me 80. Yeah, he might get me one day, but I'm gonna spin the block and make it a point to walk in there with 120. Like you see what I'm saying? But him saying that, oh man, you'd have thought some people would admire him being humble. His fan base does, his core fans do, but the people who don't like him already on his neck. This just adds more fuel to the narrative that he'll back down. First you said you was the best, and now you backing down. First you said you'll give it to anybody. You shot out a diss, then you apologized and took it back. Like, it's so equal on every side. Just sitting back reading the tea leaves, and you go look at what's being said, and I'm having these conversations on my phone with other journalists, other hip hop just writers and heads. The group chats are insane. It's like those four sections of people. Now the negative ones are definitely louder because they're having a moment right now. He gave it to them. They're having a moment, and he gave it to them. It's the polarization of J. Cole. Wherever he is right now is where he's going to stay. That's what it looks like to me. Yes, rappers are clowning J. Cole too, but that's a whole different thing. Like some of them dudes know they can't see his pen. They talking crazy, but they know they can't see that boy. They know it. He'll get them on the track and he'll show up and give them 80. Like the MCs who are talking crazy, I'm not even really paying too close attention to that. Because everybody, all the real MCs, they know his pen, his philosophies, his morals, his principles. That's something everybody's learning in real time. But those of us who are just here for the art and not really too far into they don't, it's whatever. They're just kind of eating popcorn watching the show. But everybody knows that boy's pen. It's the people who are taking him, who are looking to take him down a notch, that are coming up with the wild points, and everybody has a point. Everybody has a point. Nobody's just making stuff up. Everybody who's got a point has a real legitimate point. And all I can say watching this is just sitting back observing. Number one, polarizing like crazy. And number two, wherever he is right now is where he's going to stay. There is no moving Cole one way or the other. He can't get any higher. He won't get any lower. It just looks like this is where he is. But none of this press seems to move anyone off the fence. If anything, the two interviews he's done, the three interviews he's done, every side has used to fortify their position, which means nothing's going anywhere. Nothing's going anywhere. Oh yes, by the way, yeah. Shout out to Grateful Apparel. This is the fifth day of doing yellow hoodies in a row. So yeah, it's just shout out to them. Hoodies is what I do, bro. Just hoodie god. But thank you for noticing. Yeah, I just came here to say that this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. No judgment, not from me. Never gonna happen. I'm just enjoying the music. Y'all know how I give it up. I don't care about much more than the music. Let him do whatever he's gonna do. I'm here for it all. It would be super cool if he was able to open for Jay at this thing in Yankee Stadium, but that's just me. That's just me being stingy and being selfish. I would like to see that, but then it got nothing to do with nothing. Yeah, just a quick stop in observation, man. That man ain't moving. He's not moving. What we got is is what we got. What we gonna get is gonna be more what we got. Every side is using his interviews to say, see, I told you. Every side says that he drops an interview. People who like him, people who like that he backed out of the battle the way he did, people who dislike him, people who dislike that he backed out of the battle the way he did, and people who are on the fence. All five sides, he drops an interview. All five sides at the same time point at each other and go, see, I told you. Everybody thinks they're right based on the interview he does. They all find more fuel for their side based on what he's doing. The group chat that is in multiple are crazy. Every side is using what he does as ammo for their side. Never seen any. If I have, I don't remember. And people will tell you I've. Some people will say I've forgotten more about this stuff than most people know. If I've seen this before, I promise you I forgot it. I don't remember seeing this ever. And if somebody has one, please put me on. I've seen more hate than love. I've seen more love than hate. And I've seen people on the fence being able to be swayed. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it just happened. Never seen this, where everything this dude does fuels every side of the argument being had for, about, and against him. Crazy. Crazy. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the popcorn on this one because I got nothing. I'm going to watch every interview he does and see if the reaction changes, but it's not a bad spot to be, but it's just really, really interesting to sit back and observe. He let Nas. Y'all bringing up Nas. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. I love the mechanics. I love y'all. I love y'all in a special kind of way. Listen, I'm out of here. I have another meeting. Making an announcement soon. Locking in these last couple details. Hit the likes. Hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. I could definitely use some more likes. And again, the subs are increasing every time I go live. Somebody is subscribing. I'm loving this to death. Y'all are really growing with me. And I want the people who really rock with me to be here on the ground floor when all these other things start happening. I'm glad I can see who was here first. Shout out to the mechanics. I'm glad y'all got a name. I'm glad I can see who was here first. Because when it pops, I'm going to remember these names. If I had to go back and even just look at these, I'm going to remember who was here, who was rocking with me, and who got it out the mud with me, and who pulled up when it was 6 o'clock, and then who pulled up when it was 5 o'clock, and who remembers when I said I got a show in Littlefield on the 25th of April, and I'm going to be rocking, and I'm doing rehearsals for it. And when I record the single and I drop the second joint and all these other moves that start happening, all these moving pieces coming together now, I just want to be able to say these are the people who were there when it first popped off and who rocked with me from point A to point B. So I can't tell you how grateful I am. Shout out to Grateful Apparel for just giving me the hoodie that expresses the feeling behind what you guys are doing. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Let's get this car off the rack, see where we at. Hang up those coveralls, hang up the tool belt. The garage is now officially closed for the evening. I will see you guys, God willing, Monday, 5 p.m. I'll be right back in here and let's do it again. In the meantime, in between time, I'm your man, Mr. Mac. See you soon. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Peace.